Hi, Minder.
Hello.
How
How
are
are you?
you? Good. I'm good, good.
hmm
Better now that I have breakfast.
You have food.
I do
You
have
have
food.
you
I
soothe the
do.
beast.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be real unprofessional because that's what we do over here. And I'm gonna eat while we do this because Amanda's brother is in town and she's got places to be. So and my crotch goblins will be home in about an hour. So
Oh, do they go
uh
to school today?
yeah, they have school today, but they're out at 11:20. So
Mm.
you know, no cans today. I charged my little earbuds, so we're good. That was the
Bye, Ella.
puppers leaving. Yeah, bye,
hmm
Ella.
Oh,
Um,
hi, Ella.
hi, Ellie. Go lay down, baby. You can let yourself out. Go ahead. Go use your nose and open the door. You know how to do it when I'm in the bathroom. You can get out now. Go figure it out. There you go. If she can open the damn bathroom door to come bother me, she knows how to get out the
hmm
goddamn door in here. But anyway,
hmm
hi. Uh, welcome to the Neurodivergent Convergence podcast. I'm Nikki, and that's Aminder.
Yep, I'm unmedicated today, so just so you know.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And you have to go people.
hmm
Oh
Well,
no.
it's my brother, so
That's true. But why are you unmedicated? Did you forget?
no, I just didn't feel like taking it today because it's like, you know what? I wanna fly free. See him by the seat of my pants.
Okay. Just don't be
Yep.
surprised if you has meltdown later.
hmm
Just saying. But anyway, I get it. Sometimes I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because if I want to have like caffeine for the day, like if I know it's gonna be like I want a fucking fully loaded coffee, if I want fully loaded soda, like I want the whole 9 yards, I just won't take one. So
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. But don't go nothing though. Like have some caffeine or something.
No, I
Help
am.
yourself
I
out.
am.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect.
I'm being a responsible adult and drinking water right now, but
Okay.
I will probably go to Dunkin' later.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was doing that this morning. So I have my Dunkin'
hmm
decaf
Yep.
though. It's decaf because I'm medicated. So it's decaf this morning. And then by the time we get to midday and the meds start to wear off, I will switch to a soda
Yeah.
and have
I
my
can't
caffeine then.
I can't have caffeine like at least within a couple hours after taking the medication
Same.
because last time that happened I had a meltdown. So I
Yeah.
had a panic attack. So
Mm-hmm.
but granted that was on Adderall and not Vyvanse. So
Well, I mean, yeah.
still don't want to risk it. Don't want to risk it for the biscuit. Okay.
Right. Speaking of biscuits, I'm eating biscuits and gravy, y'all. Good shit.
That transition though.
Mm-hmm. That transition though. This is good shit.
Okay. By the way, we're the Neurodivergent podcast.
Yeah. Neurodivergent
We
Convergence podcast.
Yes, sure. Yep, that's it. 30
And
episodes
we're
in.
yeah, and we're
I,
two neurodivergent best friends who talk about neurodivergent shit on a podcast. And we've been
mhm.
doing so for 30 episodes now.
I know
30,
it's crazy.
30.
I feel like it's only been like 10. I don't know where 30 episodes went.
I know. 30 episodes, dude. Well, I mean, one of those was our Halloween bonus ode. So last week we actually put out two episodes, right? That was last week, right?
Yeah.
No, week before last. Week before last. Last week was our No, it was last week.
Yeah, it was like last Monday was Halloween
Right. So we put out a Halloween bonus
or last
ode,
Tuesday. Yeah.
and then we put out our normal weekly sode, which was our collab with On the Spectrum podcast. Nick and Steve and Nick. Hi guys.
Mhm.
If you're listening. If probably not though, because it's fine. Um so we've sort of like started a little collab with them, and it's kind of cool. Like they're helping us out, we're helping them out, got to share the love over here in this community, got to help each other out a little bit. So they share our stuff, we share their stuff, and I've been on their show twice now. Amanda, it was her first time last week because I'm a bad co-host and went on without her, but it's fine. I hope everybody can hear me okay. My mic was real quiet last time I was editing, so get this a little closer to my face. Okay. um yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're neurodivergent best friends, and we do a podcast, and it's fun. We also like to start our podcasts with a little bit of fun and fuckery for you in the form of a Mad Lib and an AI story every week, because we like to have fun around here. That's what we do. If this is your first episode, you have 29 more to go listen to. Go do that. A few of those are on YouTube now, right? Yeah, we're on
Mhm.
YouTube now.
Yep.
That's a thing. That's a thing that
Mhm.
it is. You can watch us on YouTube. Also, the last few videos I have just uploaded straight to Spotify. So if you listen to us on Spotify and you want to watch us and don't want to watch us on another platform, you can also do that on Spotify. So you have the option to listen or watch on Spotify if you are doing so through that platform.
I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't even know Spotify had video options. I just thought it was an audio thing.
Nope. They just
But
rolled out video options, I think a year or so ago, maybe less than that. And so like when
I don't use Spotify.
Yeah, so like when we do this, right, and we record this stuff and I put it on YouTube, I don't have to like rip the audio off for Spotify. I can just upload the video to our hosting platform and it just puts it right out. So as we host through Spotify for podcasters. So that's what we do. Anyway, Amanda, we have fuckery for the people, right?
Yes, we do. As usual.
Okay, cool. Okay, all right. Let me pull this up here. And if you need subtitles, if you too cannot see or hear without your subtitles, please go into the show notes real quick, or I guess on YouTube I don't know if I can. I'm gonna have to pin a comment or something because like we don't have enough clout on YouTube yet to have clickable links in our description. So you have to get to like so many things, or I have to upload a video of my face to prove I'm a real person or some shit so that we can get clickable links in our description. But you can definitely hit up the show notes on the podcast side and click this link here, and it says AI story subtitles, right? Click on that and you can read along with the story. I'm trying to find where it started. There we go. Okay, because I did not do the whole thing like sentence given yet. So hold on. Let me peel back the curtain here and just do this in real time, because why the fuck not? Sentence given. Okay. And let me drop this down. And then what is today's date?
10th.
It is the 11 of the 10, not 1. Jesus Christ, don't take me back in time. 11/10. Good God, so crazy. 11/10. This is episode 30. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry, my house is making a lot of noise today. It's noisy in here. Okay, so I'm going to read y'all a little story. Okay, you ready? You ready for the story?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So the sentence that I gave the lovely AI over at InfraKit, not sponsored, is Chrome, the Dark Mage, began the ritual. Oh, sorry, I should probably tell you what happened last week first. So we are continuing the story. The last that we heard out of last week was that Chrome, the Dark Mage, was starting a ritual. Okay, so that's where we are. Chrome is starting a ritual. And we left off with, after he explains things, he'll perform it. Well, we didn't get to hear him, explain anything. He's just gonna get started. Okay, he's gonna get started. Here we go. Sentence given. Chrome, the Dark Mage, began the ritual. Jeremy, the psychic cat, and the others watched in awe of his power. This is where it takes a drastic fucking weird turn. Okay, just the AI said, I don't care about this ritual. Here we go. The unicorn sat in the corner with her eyes closed, unaware of what was happening. Several minutes later, Chrome returned from the magic realm and descended to the spot where the unicorn sat. I'm sorry for the break, unicorn, Chrome said to her. I felt the urge to cast magic, and without me to cast it, it must be interrupted. It was terribly, oh God, words. It was terribly powerful magic to attack you without warning. Uncle Crom, is that you? The unicorn asked. Now he's Uncle Crom, in case we were wondering. Uncle Crom? Crom looked surprised. But how did you know I was here? The unicorn asked. I could hear your thoughts, Crom said. The unicorn closed her eyes in disbelief. Crom spoke again, this time to the others. I have an idea. Now that the spell was broken, we will leave this realm and continue our journey. The group nodded in agreement and went back to their conversation. The unicorn sat quietly for several minutes and then opened her eyes. Where did everyone go? Did you leave me? She asked the others. They left you, Jeremy replied. They will be back shortly, and they will bring us magic. Just wait. It gets so much better. It gets so much better. We have established Jeremy, the psychic cat, is neurodivergent, folks. We're just going to let you know right now. He is neurodivergent. So just please keep this in mind, okay? It adds so much context to his character. He is neurodivergent, most likely on the spectrum, okay? But for sure, fucking ADHD, for sure. Okay? Magic, the unicorn asked. From where? What magic? The unicorn asked him again. Apparently no one answered her. The magic of the world, Jeremy replied. It came from somewhere in that magic realm and is trying to get back to where it came from. It will be back shortly. This is magic. Magic. Of the type you can use. Crom rolled his eyes. The unicorn closed her eyes again and waited for the magic. May I have a word with Jeremy? The unicorn asked. Certainly, why? Crom replied. I want to ask him what magic he uses, the unicorn said to him. Crom rolled his eyes again. There is a magic of the world, Jeremy said. It came from a magical realm. It wants to come back to that magical realm where it originated. The spell I cast ended the magic of the magic realm, but not its quest to find a magical realm. What? Hold on. Let me reread that. God, Jesus. Okay, ready? Here we go. We're going to try that again because I don't know if it's how I read it or if it just really doesn't make any sense. Yawn one. I'm not even wearing cans today. Okay.
It's also, 10:45 in the morning, ma'am.
I know. Ridiculous. I'm sorry. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. There is a magic of the world, Jeremy said. It came from a magical realm. It wants to come back to that magical realm where it originated. The spell I cast ended the magic of the magic realm, but not its quest to find a magical realm. Yeah, it just didn't make any sense. That's why it attacked you without warning, the unicorn asked. Yes, the spell I cast must have been interrupted, and it could not find the magical realm where it originated, Jeremy said. That was why the magic is attacking you now. The spell help? You're letting the dyslexic read. The spell wanted to use you as bait, but it was interrupted by your magic, and you knocked it out of the way. Then why didn't you destroy it? The unicorn asked him. I did, Jeremy answered, but it wanted to go back to its realm, and it had to come back. Then what do you want me to do, Uncle? The unicorn asked him. I want you to go back to the magical realm where the magic originated. It is my spell that was cast, and you are my magical bait. The unicorn looked worried. If you go back, the magic will find the magical realm where the spell originated, and it will bring back the magic of the magical realm. I think that this...
Fucking magic.
Fucking magic. I think that will be enough for magic for one day, the unicorn said. I thought so too, Crom replied. Go and find a magic realm for me and bring me back the magic of that realm. Uncle, I think the unicorn began, but Jeremy interrupted. Go back and bring me back the magic of the magical realm. That is all you will be required to do.
Damn, Jeremy's a dick.
Speak. Go back and bring me back the magic of the magical realm. That is all you will be required to do. The unicorn stood and went to find another magic realm for Jeremy.
Damn, Jeremy's a dick.
Elfine.
He interrupted, then became a dick.
Yes. This was very I don't know. Why am I yawning? Fuck. I think it's nervous yawns too. I think I get nervous because I don't read well. So I stumble over my words. And I think I get nervous yawns. I think
it's okay. I have a list when I read, apparently, so
it's okay. I'm gonna use some pictures now.
But wow, my thought just went right out of my head. Oh, you were like, oh, what's this remind you of? And you said, like you said earlier, it's like the poison from Cusco's poison.
Yes. Poison? the magic of the realm that must be returned to the magic of the realm. Yeah, that. Oh God, I never lit our candle. Hold on. I gotta be a witch for a minute. Hold on. I gotta light our candle. Bad witch. For those of you who don't know, I'm a witch. Just kidding. Kind of though. And so
she likes witchy things.
I like witchy things. Yeah, I like witchy things. And I try to set good intentions when we do these recordings because we're plagued with fucking technical difficulties, and I feel like any good vibes help. So just try to make things cool. So I have these little baby birthday candles, and I have a little protection candle that I light. just kind of let them burn while we're recording. It just kind of makes me feel better, and I like it. So that's what I do. Peeling back the curtain on episode 30 so y'all can see what I do with my life.
Like, speaking of technical difficulties, like, we're doing this on Zoom.
Yes.
Instead of Spotify right now.
Yeah, instead of our normal Riverside platform that we usually use, we're on Zoom because Riverside won't quit mastering our shit where I'm speaking over her. So I'm kind of over it, and we might be saying goodbye to that platform at some point because I'm kind of tired of.
And then when you try to reach out to them, they're like, "Well, have you tried doing this?" It's like, "Yes."
Yeah, have you tried not using any of the expensive equipment you bought to run your show? No, we're not doing that. But thank you for your fucking suggestion. How about you just stop making my audio fucked up? Thanks.
And also the fact that they think like using the laptop's camera and not the webcam, they're like, yeah, that'll fix the like us fucking with your audio. It's like, how does that make sense?
Yeah, because you know what? The raw video is fine. The raw video, we don't speak over each other. But guess what? The raw video, it doesn't put it together like this. Like, we're not together like this and won't let me, like, well, we are, but like this time when I tried to download the raw video, it wouldn't download. Like, it wouldn't go. It just kept spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning like it wasn't available. And then now when I go in to try to make like the reels, like try to clip out reels, it keeps telling me there's something wrong. Come back later. We can't generate your clips. So like it's like not functioning whatsoever. So I vote, if this works out well in post, I vote we nix the fucker and just call it a day. So yeah, because this is paid for the year, and then there's not something coming out monthly. So there's that. It's $150 for the year, and we're done. But anyway, as I eat my noms.
So now we got the Mad Lib.
Yeah, but we've been forgetting your anonymity, by the way. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
The last couple ones we have not done your anonymity, and I'm like, okay, what is happening here? We are forgetting things. So speaking of this, if y'all don't know, Aminder is definitely anonymous on Google. The very first time we ever like figured this out, she was an anonymous, what was it? Koala? Yeah, anonymous koala. And I wigged out because it's like anonymous koala is typing, and I'm like, who the fuck is anonymous koala? I was really confused. And so we now kind of joke about it, and every episode we've had to go into our Google Docs where we like keep our shit together, you know, and figure out what Amanda's anonymity is, because she's an anonymous something in each one of these documents. So in our document that contains all of our AI stories today, Amanda, you are an anonymous penguin.
Oh, I love that.
And then I have never seen this before. But you are, let me see what this is. An anonymous Nyan cat.
Oh,
which
Nyan
looks
cat?
like a what?
A Nyan cat? Like the little cat with looks like a rainbow Pop-Tart on it?
Yes. I don't know what that is. What is it?
It's a meme. It's Nyan cat is it was a YouTube video. It became an internet meme.
Okay, well you're that today.
I'll be that. I'll be the Nyan cat.
Nyan cat.
It looks like a cat with like, it has like rainbow.
It's a Pop-Tart and a rainbow coming out of its ass. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a rainbow cat. It's a Pop-Tart cat shit in a rainbow. Yes, that's what it is.
You should. So I'm now thinking of the music from that video. You should watch it sometime. It's just, it's stupid. It's like at least 10 years old.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about this. But anyway, so that's what you are today. You are an anonymous Nyan cat. So we've got that out of the way. Now we shall Mad Lib. Are you prepared, ma'am?
Yep, I have my words.
Move this goddamn lighter out the way. Okay. Let me move my food. Oh, hell, I think I just dunked my fucking microphone stand in gravy. Oops.
It'll smell delicious.
Okay, let's see. I need from Hugh, still in our Pokemon Mad Lib, by the way.
Yeah.
folks. I need from you an adjective, ma'am.
Damn.
Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Got it. A noun.
Poison, like the poison for Cusco.
Poison. I only think of the song. Okay, a place.
This is going to be a long one.
Oh boy.
The super volcano under Yellowstone. That's all going to kill us someday.
Under Yellowstone. Okay, color.
Yeah. Scarlet.
Like Scarlet and Violet.
Yep. That's the next
DLC
one. Was...
just came out for that. So,
mm-hmm.
Another color.
Violet. I did Scarlet and Violet. I've been watching. Okay, so I started, just a little off topic. I started watching like a bunch of YouTube videos like where these guys are playing like Pokemon, and they're like, I think they're all friends but they did like a tournament. Like 4 of them did like a little tournament, and so it's like a playlist, like a 10 to 14 video playlist, so like 2 hours each. I'm like, perfect, something to like listen to and watch like while at work or just like as background noise. But they just do like these little challenges and everything, and then they all name these Pokemon. I'm like, I don't know any of these Pokemon past 250. So
right.
Okay.
I'm still pushing Amanda to get a Switch so that we can play these games together, because I feel like while World of Warcraft is entertaining, I feel like playing Pokemon games together would be also entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Anyway, verb, please.
I feel like because it has to show up at least once in every Mad Lib. Fuck.
Okay. Plural noun.
Dongles.
Dongles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's going to look like dangles to me when I go to read that. Okay. Adverb.
He was just looking at me menacingly.
Menacingly. Number
25, because I'm pretty sure that's Pikachu's Pokedex number.
Oh, I don't remember. Noun.
Labyrinth.
Okay. I'm on my spelling game today, man. Adjective.
Zany.
Okay. Noun.
Demise.
Dhelmise is a Pokemon.
Dhelmise?
Mm-hmm. It's a Pokemon.
What
okay,
kind of Pokemon?
That's it. I don't remember. I think maybe a psychic one. Could be wrong.
That sounds
right.
right.
Remember. Sounds
just based on the name.
Yes. So, here we go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Is everybody ready? Everybody good to go? Okay.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Okay. This is called If I Were a Boss of a Pokemon Gym. Okay. If I ran a Pokemon gym, it would be the best damn gym in the world. We'd specialize in fire type Pokemon, but there would be lots of other types there too, like flying types, water types, and poison types.
That works.
That worked, because that's a thing. Let me tell you about it. My gym would be in the super volcano under Yellowstone, and the walls would be painted scarlet and violet. It painted scarlet. Oh, scarlet with violet stripes. Sorry. There would be places to battle, to rest, and of course, a place to fuck.
We got bedrooms up in this Pokemon gym.
You'd never be bored there. The gym would be a place where all trainers would come to sharpen their dongles, while Pokemon could come to menacingly gain experience by training 25 hours every day. But beware, if you decide to challenge me to a labyrinth, you'll lose. There has never been a gym leader as powerful or zany as me. Enter at your own demise. This one made too much sense. But it was funny. Of course, a place to fuck. Of course. Of course we're fucking at the Pokemon gym, because why wouldn't we?
Oh boy.
I bet that's what Ash wishes he was doing with some of them gym leaders. I'm just saying.
He was a
I'm
horny
just
little
saying
kid.
he was a horny little fuck for a 10-year-old.
It's like you shouldn't even know what those things are, sir.
Right. Sorry, I'm eating my biscuit again.
No, you're fine.
If you're watching, you
So,
get to watch me stuff my face. Just
and if
saying.
you're listening, you can hear her
You
stuff
can
her
hear me
face.
too. Which is probably really gross, and I'm sorry if you don't like that.
You're welcome for all those with misophonia.
Yeah, the beautiful little ASMR, and I'm now moving my mic around because my hand is stuck under it. Okay, I'm gonna come back over here with it. Okay, hopefully Zoom cuts some of this background noise out because I have it set that way. So hopefully it will. So no real like topic again today. I know we kind of last week was kind of a conversational one too, but I kind of felt like at 30 episodes in, we kind of wanted to talk about like what our vision for the show is sort of becoming and like kind of some things we want to do in the future, and just kind of had a little chitty chat in general about the show and some thoughts and some ideas. And that's a candle that I was sitting on. Oops. So I have lots of them, but I kind of want Minder to go first because she's like expressed before that she's like, oh, this is your show and I'm just here. And I'm like, no, no, ma'am. It is our show. This is our baby. And you are a valuable part of this show. She is the fucking meme goat. Okay. All the memes you people are seeing on Instagram and on Facebook, that is all Amanda. I cannot generate a meme to save my life for some reason. Like, I'll have all these really cool thoughts for memes and I'll go to sit down to do them and they don't fucking happen. And Amanda's like, by the way, I just scheduled 95 memes for this next 10 fucking years. And I'm like, okay, hired. I get it. Like, this is your job now. This is what you do. So talk to me, Minder. Like, what are some things that you are kind of excited to try out in the future, or things that you want to do on the show, or just general thoughts you have, or whatever? Talk to me.
Kind of like how I talked but with you before about like if we do more gaming videos, we can even use the ones that we have that like the ones I recorded originally that didn't have good audio. We could use that as like a background for like some sort of thing for YouTube. Like say we didn't have one where we had like our faces on there, we could put the audio over the YouTube video, or even if it was like a special thing, like it wasn't an official episode, kind of like we did the Halloween episode. Like it was an official episode, we could use the audio of that to go over gameplay videos, which I think would be fun. My brain is leaking out of my ears, but just like we've done a couple episodes where we're like, oh, we'll follow up with more information on that, we'll follow up with another episode on that sort of thing. So it's kind of like I like to go back and try to do that sort of thing where excuse me, where we kind of actually follow through on that, because as someone with ADHD, I'm really bad at like finishing projects and tasks. So I think I was listening to one of the episodes last night, and I was like, oh yeah, we talked about how we might discuss more conspiracy theories, and so that's one thing. I think that's even on like the ideas document that we have was conspiracy theories, which we kind of touched on when we talked about like aliens and Atlantis and all that. And then collaborating more with Steve and Nick would be fun. But I think to me, I'm more excited, I think, about the whole YouTube thing. Because like YouTube, I think, leads more into like Patreon and that sort of thing than like Spotify stuff. So, but like, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually quite excited to do more YouTube content. I want, obviously, in the future to start a Patreon. Like, I want to wait until we have a little bit larger listener base to where that makes any kind of sense. Because it's just one more platform for us to show up on when we don't like we're already limited in resources, right? So like, and that resource really is time. Like, we have the time, but like, I'm not trying to tear both of our fucking worlds up just putting all of our time and energy into the show when we have other things we do with our life, right? But I kind of want to, at some point, if we do start this Patreon, I kind of want the Patreon to be like a where we share more of our personal like more of our personal lives on this Patreon. It's like you get to see, like, you and I are going to go to, which reminds me, I need to buy those tickets still, but like you and I are planning to go to Chicago in December. I want to like do a little bit of video of that and like maybe vlog our trip a little bit, and we can put that on Patreon. It's like, if you wanted to see all the cool things we did while we were in Chicago, we can go put that up on Patreon. Or like, if there's things we're personally struggling with and we want to like kind of have a conversation about it on the Patreon, we could maybe start a little blog over there, or whatever, just kind of things like that, where it's like a little bit of a deeper look into our life, where it's like, I don't really want this shit all over the internet, right? But like, for the people who are our dedicated fan base, who we know care about us, we could share in that space and create kind of like a safe space for that to live. Also, just like you said, like the gameplay stuff, like I'm terrible at gaming, I'm so bad at it, but it's funny, it makes it funny. So like, I would love to, I don't know, maybe look into like console gaming or something, or maybe a different game other than World of Warcraft that we can play on the computer together, or whatever, like just other things that I'll be fucking terrible at, but I'll at least have a good time doing it, and we can laugh about it while we do it. Because I don't know, I just feel like you and I have, and I mean, this is just me saying this, that I could be very wrong. People could absolutely fucking hate us, and that's fine. But like, I feel like our friendship chemistry is really good, and like we can play off of each other, and like we can, because of who we are, we can be like our full selves around each other. And when that happens and the masks like fully come off, I feel like we get like the best versions of ourselves. And it's been really fun to like share this time with you over the last 30 episodes, and like just all the time we talk about all the things we want to do, and like, I don't know, it's just been really a really fun experience. And I love this part of I love that this is part of our friendship now. Do you know what I mean?
It's like our dynamic and all that.
Yeah, it's part of what we do now. And I don't know, like, I don't know how it is for you, but for me, it doesn't feel like a chore. It doesn't feel like work for me. And like, I had a show, and I've shared before, I had a show for 2 years prior to this, and it started to feel like an obligation and not something I wanted to do anymore. And while I don't regret doing that show, it was a huge part of my life. It helped me heal a lot of bullshit that was going on in my life. I feel like that framework was set so that we could jump on this and do this, because this doesn't ever feel like work for me. It doesn't ever feel like, oh fuck, I have to go record with Amanda tonight. You know what I mean? Like, I look forward to these things. I look forward to like, yay, Amanda, get to sit down and talk and do a Mad Lib and have fun. And you know what I mean? Like, it's fun for me. I enjoy doing this. And I feel like that's the energy that gets people interested and gets people to be loyal fans, is like the dynamic. We could be talking about the color of cat turds or some shit, and it wouldn't matter because they want to come hear us talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, is like the dynamic of the people that you're interacting with on the show. That's what brings people back, so it keeps people around. And I feel like you and I just have that naturally. Like, we just naturally have that together. It's not something we're really having to figure out. It's just there. And so we get to just be ourselves and let people perceive us as ourselves and just have fun fucking doing it. And I don't know how it is for you, but I'm having fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like sometimes I say stuff like, oh, I couldn't get up. It's more like, it's not the recording. Like, once I'm recording, I'm fine. But it's like the thought, I'm like, it's like, I just want to sleep, or I just want to sit in my chair. It's more like the thought of getting up is
Absolutely.
like, I don't want it. And then like you said, it's like, it's not a chore, but then I always feel guilty, like when you're struggling to edit and you're like, this thing is like gonna cause me a fucking meltdown. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. Like, I can't do anything about that.
Like, my thing with that was, there were so many factors at play with that, but like, that was because I was in a hurry to figure it out, right? Like, had I had like 3 weeks to figure out how to put it together, I wouldn't have been so fucking upset about it. Do you know what I mean? But it was a
Mhm.
new program. Fuck, I just hit my mic. I was trying to figure out a new program. I didn't understand why we were talking over each other. Couldn't figure out how to make that not happen in an easy way. And then I'm trying to figure out this program, and then the fucking thing won't download. It was just so many things, right? And then I figured out my internet was being an asshole. So like, I think we got the internet thing fixed. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, it was a whole thing. It was like the perfect storm of bullshit. And I just had like 10 meltdowns. And I had recently come off my depression medication. So like, there was so many things going on. It just didn't, it was like the perfect shit show for me to have like several many meltdowns. But that part, I mean, yes, I do more of the technical side of things, and I put things together, and but like, I actually like doing that stuff. Like, that part doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't take, the thing that takes me the most amount of time is making sure and going back and reviewing when I've put things together that the transitions are seamless, right? Like, that's the bit that takes the longest, is like double checking and reviewing those things. We don't, to be honest with you, I don't edit much anymore. Like, what we record is basically what goes out. Like, very few times do I cut anything out of an episode, because I like the general flow of how we are. Like, we don't do a lot of things like,
Like we're very unfiltered, and
yeah, it's just,
it's like you see is what you get. What you see is what you
yeah.
get with us. What you hear is what you get.
Absolutely. And like, when I first started, I would cut out every weird pause, every, like, I was so weird about it. Like, I just cut all the shit out, and I'm just like, no, like, this is just how we talk. This is who we are. Like, I am not that worried about an I'm not that worried about that big of a pause. Like, it's just like maybe 3 seconds they'll live. We'll be back in 3 seconds. Like, I don't worry too much about that, because it just is what it is, right? Like, I didn't even cut out when Jordan came in the room with his fucking shiny ass hat the other day, because it's just like, it's funny. It's like, fucking hello, what do you want from me? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's part of life, is us sharing. I feel like that's what this is. Like, we're here as two grown ass women trying to navigate our life with this knowledge that we are neurodivergent, and we figured this shit out in our fucking 30s. And now we have to figure out, what does fucking life look like for us in our 30s as neurodivergent women. And guess what? Part of my life is having also a neurodivergent husband who has bad timing and will come in the room when he doesn't need to come in the room, right? Like, this is just part of my life. And when my kids interrupt and shit like that, like, it's just part of it. It's part of what it is. And you have a house that has loud heat that kicks on because you freeze to death.
Could you hear that in the last episode? Like, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it would this filtered out. That's annoying.
Yeah, I mean, well, I could hear it when we were recording. I don't know that I so much heard it on playback, like when it
Yeah.
was done. I don't think I
Yeah,
really
'cause
heard it on
I
playback.
even, like, when I was watching the episode that you posted, or yeah, on YouTube the other day or 2 days ago, I listened to like the beginning of it, and then I saw myself like look over, and it's like,
Yeah.
sorry, I got distracted by my heating or whatever, but I
Yeah, but I
didn't
didn't
hear the
hear it.
heating.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
good.
I could hear it in recording, but I couldn't hear it when we were done. So, no. No, you're good with that. But like, that's just part of it. And like, us getting distracted. Like, I was distracted by my dog barking, and you were distracted by your heat. Like, that's, I'm not cutting that shit out. That's neurodivergent shit. Like, we get easily distracted. So why would I pretty it up and doctor it up and make it this thing that it's fucking not? Like, that's our whole lives. There we go. We just found a fucking topic we can go on. Our whole lives have been figure out how to make us look normal, right? How to make it look, how do I pretty up what I'm saying? How do I pretty up who I am as a person? How do I fit in this fucking box that people are looking for? And I never goddamn did. Never, ever, ever did. And I'm never fucking going to. And like, finally, after a lot of goddamn therapy, I'm okay with that, right? So I'm not going to do that in our content. Like, I am not going to pretty up our fucking content for the sake of optics. Like, this is who we fucking are. I don't want to be something I'm not anymore. That's not the point of this show. I don't know. Like, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, because it's like trying to see an edited version of me. It's like, well, was it not good enough to not
Yeah.
be edited? And so, like, and yeah, I'm probably one of the most self-aware people ever. So I'm fully aware that like I said last time, I'm not the most eloquent person. I stumble over my words. I have a lisp sometimes. So I understand that. So sometimes it's like I get annoyed listening to myself. So like that's why I don't listen to like every single second of the episodes. It's like, oh, is that what I really sound like? That's what people
Yeah.
hear? Oh no. But it's also like it's kind of like it's like kind of like taking a picture of yourself. Like you're like you think, oh, this looks good, but then someone takes that picture and like completely edits it to make you look presentable, and it's like, oh, okay,
You're
I
like,
guess I
thanks.
did.
I thought I looked fine.
It's
Guess
like,
not.
okay, cool, whatever, that's fine. I'm fine. I'm not gonna go cry in my pillow now. It's fine.
Right. Exactly. And like, I'm not gonna say we're never gonna edit some stuff because I'm sure we fucking will at some point, but like for the most part, I leave it pretty raw. Like it just is what it is.
We're
So
raw dogging it over here.
we're raw dogging it. Yeah. Did I tell you about the time I had to explain what that meant to my boss?
I know, but go on. I want to
Sorry,
hear it.
we're gonna
I just
derail this
yeah.
conversation because her saying again, neurodivergent, she said something that made me think of something. So here we go. Ready? We're gonna follow the fucking rabbit hole. So I'm at work. Sorry, I need to pause actually because I just realized what time it was. Might actually cut this out, but might not. I need to let my husband know not to forget our children because hold on, I'm gonna mute myself so I don't scream at everyone.
Today is day before Veterans Day, so that's why kids have a half day, I guess. I thought kids got off of school, but
Yeah, no, they made them they'll be off Monday, I believe. No. No. No.
no. So it must be like a teacher thing, maybe, is today. That's why
They
it's
get
a
to
half day.
pick. I know that at the beginning before every school year, they like have a meeting and the school board like chooses the teachers get to like choose like which days they do what on. So um anyway, so yeah, it's an 11:20 dismissal day. So I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't in the middle of doing something and didn't realize what time it was because I just happened to look at my clock. Anyway, sorry. Story time. I I was at work and I was just having one of those days. I'm not supposed to eat dairy. Okay. We'll just preface with that. I think I've probably said it before. I'm really not supposed to eat dairy. But I was really just wanting some fucking mac and cheese. It was just one of those days, right? Where it's just like, I will risk everything for
I
this
will kill
goddamn
for
mac
the
and cheese
smack.
today.
I will kill for mac
Yes.
and cheese.
And if you know, if you love mac and cheese, every one of you has had this fucking moment where you're just like, nothing will satiate me in this moment like a goddamn steaming hot bowl of mac and cheese. Okay. So we were talking about getting it from somewhere. I don't remember where, probably either Chick-fil-A or something. I think it was Chick-fil-A. And I was like, I could kill for some mac and cheese. And then she was like, girl, you are in the bathroom enough. We do not need no goddamn mac and cheese today. And I was like, no, I'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll be okay. I was like, I got my dairy enzymes. Or no, because I said, I was like, I'll just raw dog it today because I forgot that I didn't have my, or I forgot that I had my dairy enzyme. So I was like, I just raw dog it today. It's fine. I just raw dog it with no dairy enzymes. Like, I'll take it. It was worth it to me. And she was like, what the fuck does raw dog mean? And I was like, I don't think I can explain this to you without catching an an HR problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a whole HR situation. If I explain this to you right now, and she's like, I mean, it's fine. Just tell me what it is, because I mean, we don't care. If HR ever listened to some of the conversations we have at this goddamn store, we would all be fucking fired. But um, anyway, so I proceeded to explain to her what raw dogging meant. And she was like, that's fucking gross that you would say that about macaroni and cheese. And I'm like, it's just a fucking figure of speech. It's
Yeah.
just a figure of speech. Like, she was so taken aback by the fact that I was using that for like something
In
that
that
didn't have to
context,
do with,
yeah.
in that context. And I was like, it just means that I'm going to eat the mac and cheese with no dairy enzymes, with no protection from the dairy enzymes. I'm going to indulge in dairy heavy foods. So therefore, if I don't eat my dairy enzymes, I will technically be raw dogging the mac and cheese, right? Like, because I'm going in with no protection. That's what it means. Like, she was
Yeah,
like,
it's basically
oh
just
my
doing
God.
something. It's doing something with no protection.
Yes, exactly.
No. Mm-hmm.
with no precautions whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. It's like I
And
don't
she was
fucking
like,
care.
"That's just fucking gross." And I was like, "Okay." But anyway, yeah. So that's my
And
story about that.
Nell should probably hear that phrase at least once a week, because like once you learn about a phrase, it's like you hear about it
All
more
the time.
often.
Yeah, all the
Mm-hmm.
time. So anyway, I don't even remember what you're talking about now.
I don't either, to be honest. Um,
Oh, editing, leaving things in.
Editing. Yes, there you
Yeah.
go. Editing and making people look good.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I don't it's a lot of fucking work to dig through like an hour and a half of audio and listen for every little and then take 3 to 5 seconds to cut the out. And then like it adds like when I'm reviewing and editing, when I was doing it that way, it would take me if the audio was an hour long, it would take me 2 hours to edit. It's not worth my time. It's just not.
Mm-hmm.
Not worth my time. It's not necessary. It's not like you and I have all of this fucking dead air that I have to cut out and like, or there's these things that make absolutely no sense to what we do here that are in our audio. Like, it's not that serious. It's really not. I don't have time to sit and for 2 fucking hours meticulously edit everything that we say. I just
And
can't.
also, like you said, like we're very small time creators right now. Very small time. It's
Right.
like we're also like you have a family, like we both have full-time jobs. It's
Yeah.
so it's like it's not like I'm thinking of like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. It's like they have editors because
Right.
obviously they have like millions of followers, but it's like they have editors to where they don't have to worry about that fucking shit. So
Right. They just make the content and send it off, and then it's magically
Mhm.
given back to them and they can put it up on their channel. Like, we don't, granted, they pay for that and that's great,
Yeah.
but like, I'm not doing that right now. Like, we use Clipchamp to put our videos together because that came
Mhm.
on my computer. We're using Zoom right now and we were paying for Riverside, but it's not fucking worth it. And as much as I love my soundboard on there, it's not working out anyway because every time I put a little clip of a song in there, YouTube copyrights it. So like,
Mhm.
it's not that it's like striking our video, it's not, but it's like it's not going to get the same level of visibility if there's any kind of like thing on it that it doesn't want. So it's not really in our best interest to do something like that if we're trying to gain
It was
YouTube
also
followers.
it was also messing with the timing of the audio, wasn't it? It was also like
Yes.
anytime you use the soundboard, it's like it would like
Yeah,
fuck
it
it up.
wigs it out. So like it's really not worth it to me to have that in here,
We
even
can
though it's kind
try
of fun.
OBS or whatever that was called that Stephen Nick suggested.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not really worried about that. Like, it's not a big deal. I'm not super worried about it being perfect. It just is what it is. We're not perfect. Nothing about us is fucking perfect, nor do we care to be. So our video and our audio and our show is never going to be fucking perfect, and that's okay. But at the same time, I just want to, like, I've mentioned this before. I want to like to grow this and I want this to be a big thing, and eventually, like, if we get big enough, I'd love for this to be like what I do. Like, I'd love to eventually maybe not have to work and just do this, but I can't say that I ever quit my job fully, but you know what I mean? Like, it would just be nice to like make some decent money off of this, but like right now I'm just having fun with this, and as long as we're continuing to have fun while we do it, I think that's what's important. Like, I don't ever want this to become a job in that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if we get paid to do this, I just want that to be a fucking cool perk. Do you know what I mean? I do. But this is like the goal for me is to make this as big of a reach as like a Markiplier or a Jacksepticeye. Like, I would at some point like to be that level of out there. I don't know. How do you
Mm-hmm.
feel about it?
Yeah. Like I said, I don't. This is gonna sound weird. It's like not that I don't expect us to like never make it off the ground or anything, but I try to like say this into words. It's trying to like you said,
Okay,
my
take a
thought
second.
just my thought just literally left me. This
It's
is
okay.
happens when I'm not medicated. But it's kind of like, yeah, I'd like to see us grow. I'd like to see that. It's like I don't know how fast that will happen, but
Yeah.
for the time being, like you said, I'm enjoying this for what it is.
Yeah.
Uh trying to and I would like to try to do the whole editing, like the because I've been practicing editing the clips that I have with me, Mark, and Tyler, so
Mhm.
I can see about trying to edit the Warcraft ones that I have with you.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with them at this point, because we're talking about doing it, that's like a Patreon thing, but we don't have a Patreon yet. So, and probably won't for a little bit until we get more people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel too. It's like I like I said, I don't know if I would do this as 100% a job,
Yeah.
if it paid enough to do that. Because I don't know how much people make off of. I know like like all the big ones are like, they're millionaires, but that's because they have sponsorships.
Right.
They get millions. Yeah, I think I looked up. It's like how much money. I think you have to start monetizing your video. I think you have to have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I
Yeah, I
think
know
that's
it's
what I
like goes
saw.
off of play like hours played too. I think it's like
Yeah.
hours watched or whatever is part of it too. But like, yeah, it would be like it would be a multi-revenue stream. It wouldn't just be like Spotify is paying us to do a show or like YouTube is monetized. Like we wouldn't be able to actually quit our jobs off of one platform because the
Right.
second something changes on that platform and our shit stops getting views, we're done, right? So like
Mm-hmm.
Patreon is how a lot of podcasters make most of their money, like aside from like ad space and things like that. But I don't think any podcast solely makes money on just one revenue stream, if that makes any sense. And then there's like opportunities if we decide to do like a fucking live show someday or something. Do you know what I mean? Like if it got to that point, we could maybe like do a little tour or something. Like one of the podcasts that I listen to literally just did their first tour. They did like an East Coast tour and people bought tickets to a live fucking show to listen to them. I think that's
Oh,
fucking cool.
that'd be nerve wracking.
It'd be nerve wracking, but it'd be cool. You know what I mean? Like, or to be able to go to like VidCon or something and go hang out with all the creators at VidCon or something like that. I don't know, just fun shit, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
just make it to where we get to go have some fun. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. It doesn't, but again, I'm not in like I don't want to, I'm not really in like a rush. Like I don't have like a time in my head where it's like by next year I want us to be
It's
because
not.
that
It's not a New Year's resolution type of thing.
no,
Like.
no.
Mm-hmm.
I just want this to continue to grow however it's going to grow and
Organically.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
organically. And if it takes us 10 years to fucking become any kind of monetized, great. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, we're already at more followers now than I had in the entire 2 years I did my show. So like we're already good on that front. Like we're already growing faster than my other show did, but like I I don't also want to grow so fast that it's like fuck, now how do we keep up with this, right? Like because I
It's
feel
like
like
it's also like which one of our reels or which one of things is gonna go viral, that sort of
yeah.
thing. Like I not that I think like any of them absolutely will, but sometimes it's just the most random shit goes viral sometimes.
Yeah, like that
So.
fucking video of Jordan eating the fucking cinnamon sugar toast for the first time
Mhm.
that had like 400,000 fucking views on it or some shit. It was something ridiculous. And then I started getting money off that reel from Facebook. Granted, I made like $3 or some shit, but like, do you know what I mean? It was like really crazy that video, but it didn't go viral until like 2 months after I posted it.
Mhm.
I posted it like around Christmas time and it started making money in like February. So
Mhm.
like every day I'd check, be like 20,000 people fucking liked your video. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like what the hell? It made no sense. Like it made no sense. Like some random ass video of a dude eating cinnamon sugar toast and reacting to it went viral. So, well,
Mhm.
not really viral. I guess it's not really viral unless it's like a million views or some shit. But like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? It's the most viewed thing I've ever done. And
Well,
it wasn't even me in the video.
that's how I feel like. Granted, this is not even close to viral, not even close to anything, but like the fact that like one time I was looking at the videos I just randomly posted on my personal YouTube, just random gameplay videos, and one of them has like 16,000 views, where the other ones have like 100. I'm like, why
Yeah.
this one?
Yeah.
Why this one? Like, they're all the same format. I don't understand why
Right.
this one. The internet's weird. People are weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. So, like, and I honestly think it's just a fucking game of chance. Like, the one time, like, it's going to take one thing. It's usually one video or one something to like launch it, right? And it'll be something we do that we don't even fucking think about that just fucking sets us off. And I'm just kind of like patiently waiting for that thing to happen. And again, like I said, I have no fucking timeline for this. I'm just enjoying doing this with you. So, and if that's all it ever is, I don't like, I'm not going to say that I don't want these things, because I do. Like, I want these things. I want us to
You're
be able to make
manifesting
a
it.
little bit of paper off of this. You know what I mean? But it's not, I don't know. It's not really, I'm not pushing it. I don't really care to push it to that space. I just want to keep
You don't
having
want to
fun.
force it.
No,
You don't want to
no,
force it,
because
no.
this is too much fun for me. I almost like feel sort of protective over it. Like, I don't want this to ever become a thing where like you and I feel like we have to fucking do this. Like, oh my God, we have to do this. I have to do it. I don't want it to be a chore. I don't want it to be a fucking thing that we don't ever look forward to doing together. And if there ever comes a day where we're like, I just don't want to, like, I don't want to do this anymore, then we have to be okay with the being done. Because like, I don't ever want this to become a chore. Ever. Ever. This is too much fun. And we're too good of friends. And I feel like that's how like resentment and shit builds. Like, I don't ever want like this to be the thing that's like, now we're not friends anymore because one person wanted this big thing that the other person wasn't ready to do. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
Like, to be honest, I know like a bunch of people that are friends that do stuff together, like, oh, this will never break us up. It's like, I genuinely think that, like, if there's some, because it's like, we've never really had a major fight in all of our like friendship. Like, there's never been a time where we just like stopped speaking to each other. Like, yeah, we've had arguments. Like, yeah, we've had arguments and stuff, like, you know, for whatever reason. But it's like, we've never had a time where like, well, I just don't want to be friends with you right now, and then we just come back together.
No.
That sort of thing. So it's like a combination of like, you're pretty good, I think, at like conflict resolution, and I'm pretty good at just being like, I'm a people pleaser, and the fact that like we both have like the RSD thing. It's like, but what if they don't like me though? Like, everyone doesn't like me. And so I think it's like a combination of that. It's like, so it's like one of those things, like, I genuinely believe that, nah, if we just had a disagreement about this, it's like it would just be a disagreement about it. It wouldn't be like, we wouldn't force something on the other just to be a bitch, basically.
Yeah, and I think like a cool part of this too is it like it relates to our friendship is we get to learn, like, we've been friends for a very fucking long time. It's like 19 years. Is that what you said the other day? So like,
yes.
So in January it'd be 20 years, won't it?
Yeah, because we met. No, it'd be
because I started
20, because it'll be, no, because I started high school in 2004. You came in January 2005, so it'll be January 2025. It'll be 20 years.
Yeah, well, because I
It'll
started
be 19 years.
Well, no, I started halfway through my freshman year. So,
I know, which was 2005, January 2005.
2005. Yes, January 2005. Yes. So yeah. So it was, so it'll be 19 years in January, right? Yeah. So we have been friends for a really fucking long time, and we know a lot about each other, but I feel like we're learning even more about each other doing this, because like we're learning about these parts of ourselves that we didn't even know were a thing for us, and we're learning that together. So it's like adding this whole other layer to our friendship, where it's like we get to learn about this thing that we've always dealt with our entire lives but never knew was like that's what it was that was going on with us, but we get to explore this together. So I think it's really fun to get to have that extra layer of our friendship. It's almost like getting to know each other like all over again in this different way. It's really cool to me.
I just had the ADHD thing of, I had a song pop in my head, getting to know you, getting to know all about you. What's that from? What's that from?
It is from, oh God, now that you asked me, I don't know.
I'm like, I'm gonna look it up. I'm Googling it right now.
It's from some movie where the girl's a little she's like Oh God.
Lyrics.
What is it?
Song by no. Oh, The King and I. It's The King and I.
Okay.
Yep. I
Okay.
knew it was like I knew it's a music. I was like, I know it's a musical. I know, but couldn't think of which one. The King and I.
Yes. Okay, but it's also in IT Crowd
Oh,
in a
okay.
scene where they're at a dinner party and this really weird girl is meeting with this other guy and they're like they tried to set the guys up on a date and then Richmond, the goth. Do you remember Richmond? Did you get that far in or no?
I've only watched a few episodes with you.
That's right. That's
Mm-hmm.
my British television love. But anyway, Richmond the goth is like talking to this weird girl, and then she's like saying really weird things, and she goes after she says everything, and then
Mm-hmm.
he's just kind of staring at her while she's talking, and he goes, "You know, when you laugh, I can see the outline of your skull. You have a beautiful skull." So it's like I don't know, just thinking about that. You have a beautiful skull. It was a fucking rabbit trail squirrel moment. It's fine. Um,
Mm-hmm.
anyway,
I was telling my boss yesterday that like I will like the whole rabbit hole thing. It's like I don't know how I don't know how I ended up here, but I know I went through like 5 wormholes, rabbit holes, whatever to get to it. I read the entire Wikipedia page for Rosetta Stone, like the actual stone,
oh
not the
my
program,
god.
because it's like because I remember and I told her I was like I remember a very distinct image of a cart that was like a cartoon like a cartoon drawing. I think it was like National Geographic for kids, something like that, because
Hmm.
and or Scholastic. I read all that shit because I was a fucking nerd. And so it was like of a French soldier because I think it was like part of Napoleon's army. It just shows this guy like tripping over this rock on a beach, and it's like that's how it was found. This it was found by Napoleon's army or something like that, and then so I was like, I just that came into my brain. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna read about the Rosetta Stone because I think I was like looking about something about Egyptians and then or pyramids or something, and
Oh
then
my god.
I was like, well, how did they? I was like, oh yeah, the Rosetta Stone is how they helped start translating that stuff, and so I read the entire Wikipedia page for Rosetta Stone. So that was my like Tuesday night.
Okay, well, I just learned that it's actually a thing. So there's that.
Oh, you didn't know like the Rosetta Stone program is named after an actual object?
No,
Yeah, it was like
I
a
don't know
stone,
things.
like huge. It's actually part of a bigger stone, and basically
Eyes twitching.
it was in like Greek um hieroglyphics,
Okay.
and then there was what third language, and now it's like, oh, you read this whole thing, you don't fucking know. Um, let's see, what languages were Rosetta was
Like
the
I
Rosetta
spent all this
Stone?
time reading this fucking Wikipedia page and now I don't remember anything I read.
Yep, yep. It said it was
Funny.
okay. It was Egyptian and Greek and 3 writing systems. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so it was hieroglyphics, a cursive form of hieroglyphics, and then the Greek alphabet. So they were able to use that to start translating
Jesus.
Egyptian hieroglyphics. There was just some random stone they found like near Rosetta, and so that's why it's called the Rosetta
Oh,
Stone. So
God.
that's why the that program's named after it. The more you know.
Oh, that would make sense. Now,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
for sure.
Yeah, here it is. It's like it was found there in July 1799 by French officer Pierre Francois Bouchard during the Napoleonic campaign in
Hey,
Egypt. Hmm?
how do
What?
they spell that? How do they spell
Bouchard?
Bouchard?
Bouchard.
That's my dad's last name.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my last
Interesting.
name should have been, but my
That's
mom gave me hers, so there's that. Yeah,
yeah.
Bouchard.
It was found in Rosetta, Egypt.
Maybe that's my ancestor.
Maybe you never
That's
know.
possible. My family's French, so that's possible.
Mm-hmm. So, the more you know.
Yeah, the more you know.
So are the boys coming home soon?
Yeah, they're home.
Okay. I thought I heard something.
There's
I
the
heard a
dog.
dog.
Hi,
There's
Ellie.
Ella. It's like I heard the dog.
Ellie. Yeah. Say hi, puppy. Hey,
when I come
puppers.
up when I come up in December, I'll be able to see her for the first time.
Yeah, you'd be able to meet Ella.
And sorry, I'll be ignoring you the entire time.
Shut the door, baby.
You have a
Mommy's
dog.
recording.
You have a dog.
Yes. Shut the door, baby. Lay down. So yeah. But yeah, so we should probably wrap this up. So
Mm-hmm.
what,
And
sir? We're wrapping up.
Yep.
Sorry.
This doesn't tell me how long we've been recording. I don't know if it does for you, but it doesn't tell me like the other one
Let me
does.
get my mouse going. No, it doesn't for me either. But I know that we started somewhere about this time an hour ago. So
okay. Good
probably
deal.
an hour in. But yeah, anyway, thanks for listening to us babble about kind of our thoughts and things.
Hopes and dreams. Aspirations.
Hopes and dreams. Aspirations, yes. I don't know what
Manifesting.
I'll title this yet, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Yes, manifesting. We're manifesting this. So we're putting it into the ether, therefore it shall become real life. My puppers. I don't know what you're sniffing, but go on. Anyway, you can find us on anywhere socials are platformed. Amanda's coined term. At the, which is THE, NDC podcast. Everywhere socials are platformed. At THE NDC podcast. Also, come join the Discord. It's free. I don't know if everybody knows that. I don't think I've ever said it, but it is free. I guess there are some like paid ways you can be on there, but it's free. Our Discord is very free. Come hang out with us over there. Come hang out with Ray over there. Ray's cool. Come chat with us. Show us your spoon drawer. If you don't know what that means, go listen to our spoon theory episode. Spoon drawer is pretty cool. Also, you can send us an email at the ndcpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to be on the show, if you want to tell us we suck, if you have a story to share or whatever, you just want to do that over there, you can do that. What else, Amanda? What am I? Oh, YouTube. Watch us on YouTube now.
Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah. Smash that like button and ring that bell icon. Also, you can leave reviews. You can rate all those places that you're listening to this that allow you to rate and review the show. Please do so. It really helps with visibility for us. To get the podcast to be growing like we want it to. Reviews are super important. Like it's the most important thing ever to review it. If you're listening on a podcast platform that allows ratings and reviews, please, please, please. That is like the most for free way you could help us out is to do that. Other than that, that's it. We will see you people next week. Any thoughts, Aminder, before we close?
No, because I have none.
Okay. All right. Well, I love you. Go have fun with your brother.
Yep. And let me know when you have those tickets and I will pay you.
Okay. Sounds good. And okay, I love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye.